Hi guys, it's Shimmy from Crafts Names and Things. Hello. So today I'm going to show you how to make recycled buttons. So it's actually pretty simple to do, and it uses very simple ingredients. Like you don't have to cut out cardboard or use anything too crazy. You don't even need a crocodile cutter. I'm going to show you how to do that. But for this craft, all you need is paper strips. So I just cut up some paper strips here. Okay, and then you need some glue, and you need just a container and also some water. And then, after we make the buttons, you're going to need strips of smaller paper, which I have here, and you'll need glue. You'll need white glue, and then whatever other kind of glue that you want. And then you'll also need varnish, and you need a pokey tool or a needle. You could even use a needle. So let's get started. So all you're going to do is take your glue, and this is just regular school glue, and you're going to put a little in, and you are going to add a little bit of water. So just a dab of water, just a little bit, just to kind of make it a little bit diluted. Okay, and then you give it a stir. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to add in your, you're going to dip your strip into the diluted water and glue. Okay, and then you'll bring it up like that, and you're going to smush it into what is kind of like a round flat shape. Okay, so like that. Okay, and you can make them as big as you want. I used a half a strip here, but you can do as thick as you want, as little as you want. I'm going to add a little bit more water here. Okay, and you'll just dip it in, and you'll just scrunch it up and make it into a flat shape. As round as you can get it, you can just squish it. Okay, so there's another one. You kind of just want it as flat as you can make it. And these are fairly small. You can use these for cards. They're actually paper mache buttons, so you can kind of use them for whatever your heart's consent is. You can make them as big as you want, as small as you want, as thick as you want. You could even put them on your clothes, you know, like if you had a scarf or something, or a bracelet, because we do varnish them before. So it should be okay if you wash them and you varnish them really good. Okay. But I probably just use these for card making. But there's a bigger one. You just kind of want as much of a round shape as you can get, but you want to keep it flat too. Okay. There's another one, and I'll show you how to do one more. So what you're going to do is you're just going to allow these to dry for a few seconds, and for a few minutes. You'll just put them in a really hot place, and then I'll show you the next step. Next, we're going to actually put these other strips, these small strips that we made, we're going to put them into a small little circle. So yeah, so we'll put those into, we'll just even make it a couple layers thicker. And then we'll let them dry, and then we'll paint them. They're really cool. They're kind of cute. And this is just regular old newspaper. Yep. So you can make as many as you want. Just let those set aside to dry, and I'll be back with you in a couple minutes. Hi guys, it's Shimmy from Crafts Names and Things. So I'm just going to show you the next step in our buttons. Let me bring you a little closer so you can see a little better. Very good. So What we did, if you can remember last time, is we just scrunched up paper and we made these little guys. So these are the shape of our buttons. I allowed them to harden about 24 hours. So this is the way they look. They're just scrunched up and in a rough circle. So the next step will be that you're going to cut out a bunch of strips of paper, and you'll cut them maybe in half. So I just have a scrunch here, or maybe even in thirds. You don't really need long strips. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab a strip and you're going to dip it into your mixture of glue and water, right? You're going to take it and you're going to wrap it around, okay? So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to wrap it around, kind of making sure that I keep that kind of circle shape, okay? Just like that. And you can take another piece, just like that, and you're just going to do the exact same thing. So you're just going to go around, like so. So after you do that, we'll let them dry for however long it takes. So I'm just doing about 3 layers of these strips for each button. And that just gives it a little bit more substance and it makes it a little bit smoother. You also do want to smooth it out too, so it keeps kind of a round shape. So I will kind of show you how to do that. So you're just going to take it and you're just going to kind of pinch it in. So it's this nice round shape, just like that. See? And I made one before. So you just want a nice round shape, okay? And these are going to be, you know, pretty good buttons, pretty good size. But if you wanted to, you could definitely just do 1 layer and make them a little bit thinner. But that's kind of how they look. So I'll show you how we can paint them and how we varnish them and how we make the holes in the next part. So you're just going to do that with all the rest of your buttons. Hi guys, it's Jimmy from Crafts, Names, and Things. So I wanted to show you, these are the buttons. So I just put little holes in them. Hopefully you can see the holes, but they're kind of tiny. Alrighty. So I just put 2 holes, and they're a little misshapen, but I think they're kind of cute for journaling. Next time I won't make them so thick, but it was a learning experience. So let me show you how to make the holes. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your button and you're just going to put 2 holes in, or you can do 4. And I just have a thumbtack here that works pretty well. I used my aisle or my pokey tool and it kind of messed it up. So I don't think you should probably use that unless you have a really sturdy one. But so you can see there's 2 holes there, side by side. Okay. And I'll probably try to make my little rounds into more circular shapes next time. But I kind of like them. They're pretty cute. I'm just going to push it through, and it makes 2 holes, just like that. Okay? So then I have paper glaze here that I got on sale, and I'm just going to glaze them. So all I'm going to do is just squirt them right on there. I'm going to squirt the paper glaze right on top. Maybe. And paper glaze is good to use for like beads, paper beads, and all sorts of stuff. Alrighty, I need to cut it a little bit more. Okay, there we go. I see light. Okay, so you're just going to take it and you're going to squeeze it out. Okay. And I am not too worried about covering the holes, but definitely I will probably poke them out after I'm done. So just going to squeeze it around, get all the little nooks and crannies, and I'll just do the side where the holes are. But this is just a really easy way for you to make beautiful paper buttons. And you can make them in whatever color you want. You don't have to use paper glaze. You can use three-dimensional paint, or you can just use all sorts of stuff. I'm going to grab a pen here so I can burst a couple of those air bubbles. Yep, and you'll have something really cool. Just take my bubble here and I'll just burst them. Very good. Oh my gosh, oh, I dropped all my beads. So then, yeah, I just sprinkle it down. You can use a paper towel to kind of wipe off the excess. I tried not to flood it too much, but